Honor and tradition begin every day at sea. The raising of the colors signifies our presence and our purpose. Communication is the lifeline of the fleet. From signal flags to advanced radar, every pulse of data keeps us ahead of the curve.
Deployment is a constant cycle. Arriving on the ground is just the first step in a long series of tactical maneuvers.
The MV-22 Osprey provides the reach we need. It combines the vertical lift of a helicopter with the speed of a fixed-wing plane.
Once airborne, the Osprey is a force multiplier, moving troops across hundreds of miles in a fraction of the time.
Operations don't stop when the sun goes down. Reboarding at night is a test of discipline and coordination.
Interoperability is key. Working alongside our Australian allies ensures we are ready to face any global challenge together.
Logistics is the backbone of every mission. Moving tons of gear requires sweat, teamwork, and meticulous planning. Precision is paramount. When moving multi-ton vehicles, there is no room for error. The ability to project power from the sea to the land is what makes the amphibious force unique. It's about seamless transition.
Skill fades without practice. Live fire drills ensure that when the moment comes, our aim is true and our weapons are ready.
The well deck is a floating garage and a launch pad. It is where the power of the sea meets the precision of the land.
This is the critical transition, from the safety of the steel hull to the unpredictability of the open surf.
Nothing moves like an LCAC. Once those skirts inflate, this 60-ton beast becomes a high-speed ghost over the waves.
Speed and surprise are the LCAC's greatest weapons. It can reach 70% of the world's coastlines, where traditional ships cannot go.
Space is the most valuable commodity on a ship. To fit the mission into the hull, we have to fold the wings of our air power.
The mission doesn't fly without the maintainers. Every bolt, every chain, and every inch of this deck is checked and double-checked.
The Mod Deuce has been the gold standard for a century. When this gun speaks, the conversation ends.
We don't sail alone. This is the strength of the coalition, a wall of steel across the horizon, ready for whatever comes next.
When you need to move the heaviest gear in the inventory, you call for the Super Stallion. It is the heavy lift workhorse that defines amphibious assault.
A loose vehicle is a weapon inside the ship. We lock down the cargo so the fleet can maneuver without limits.
Speed is life. When the LCAC hits the open water, it doesn't just sail, it flies. This is the cutting edge of beachhead delivery.
Every move is calculated.
In the bridge, we see the entire chessboard, coordinating air and sea assets into a single lethal symphony.
Helocast is the ultimate test of trust. At 10 feet and 15 knots, the ocean becomes the front line of a silent insertion.
Small boats, big missions. Our littoral teams operate where the big ships can't follow, mastering the chaos of the breaking surf.
Coming home is the hardest part of the day. In the narrow confines of the well deck, there is zero margin for error.
The mission ends here, in the grease and the red light. Our maintainers are the unsung heroes who keep the war room in the air.
Victory is built on the map before it's won in the field. Every coordinate, every second, and every life is accounted for here in the planning room.
The mission doesn't start at the water's edge. It starts on the road, moving men and machines into position to strike from the sea.
Amateurs talk strategy, professionals talk logistics. Every round of ammunition and every crate of rations is a link in the chain of command.
The transition from sea to land is the most vulnerable moment of the assault. It's where raw horsepower meets the grit of the shoreline.
This is more than a fleet. It's a promise of stability.
Night operations are where the Aviation War Room truly shines. In total darkness, we run on heat.
Logistics in motion. Moving these giants from the belly of the ship to the sky is a vertical dance of steel and hydraulics. The fleet marches on its stomach. In the Aviation War Room, the galley is the heart of the ship, keeping 3,000 souls ready for the fight.
Mission complete.
The Aviation War Room brings them back safely, no matter how dark the night or how rough the sea.
Closing the gate means the mission is secure. The Aviation War Room is once again a sealed fortress, ready to transit to the next objective.
The true power of the Aviation War Room is found in the grease and the grit. Our maintainers work through the night so we can dominate the day.
Clear.
From the back of a Stallion, the world looks small, but the mission is massive. We see the ocean from a vantage point few will ever know.
Gravity is our fastest transport. In the Aviation War Room, we don't wait for the wheels to touch. We hit the ground running.
Leadership is the art of the calculated risk. On the bridge, every decision echoes across the entire strike group.
Coming back to the mothership is a game of precision. The LCAC brings the heavy armor home to the Aviation War Room after a day in the dirt.
Moving the fleet is a game of physics. In the Aviation War Room, every pound of gear is accounted for to ensure we sail steady and strike hard.
The horizon is just the beginning. The Aviation War Room sails into the new day. A global fuel is the lifeblood of the air wing. We test every gallon to ensure the Aviation War Room never misses a beat in the sky.
Night is when we truly own the space. Through night vision, the Aviation War Room turns a black void into a tactical playground.
Morale is as important as ammunition. In the Aviation War Room, the bond between these warriors is what carries us through the long hauls. Navigating the belly of the beast is part of the mission. Every Marine in the Aviation War Room knows that being on time is being ready.
Piloting a 60-ton hovercraft into a steel opening at 20 knots requires a steady hand and a calm mind. This is the Aviation War Room in action.
Operations don't end when the sun goes down. In the Aviation War Room, the night is when the real work begins, to ensure the dawn is victorious.
Trust is the invisible cable that brings us down.
The mission doesn't end when the engines stop. At Aviation War Room, we analyze every second to ensure tomorrow's execution is even sharper.
Strength is maintained, not just found. Our maintainers are the unsung heart of the Aviation War Room, working through the night to fuel the fight. The strength of the fleet is measured in the details. At Aviation War Room, we know that every bolt turned in the dark ensures a victory in the light.